Hello YouTube friends, this is Shay and 5. And this is supposed to be our Monday's vlogging video, but this is Wednesday. So I didn't do it Monday, and I didn't do it Tuesday. I have not been able to. I've had troubles and problems with my computer, my laptop again. It was messing up. And it got viruses again because all the ads came up on YouTube like it did before that ain't supposed to be there, and it was really slow. I couldn't watch my videos because instead of it being a smooth going video, it would be, you would hear the talking continue, but the video, the people, the movement it would stop and freeze, but the talking would still go. And then it would jump to another part, then it would freeze, the talking would continue to go the whole time. The talking part was fine. So I could sit there and listen to it, but y'all's movement would, it would jump and stop, jump and stop, jump and stop. And I didn't like that. It aggravated me. I wanted to see it right as I watched it and listened to it, so it was hard to do that. Couldn't watch my shows that I like to watch. Excuse me. And it was just really slow. And just about every time I would click on something, another page would pop up that wasn't supposed to. All these little pop-out pages would come up and say different things that I didn't understand, and it was just a mess. I didn't like it one bit. And that's how it done before. My little mini laptop and all. So I took it to Best Buy again and talked to them, and they looked at it. And he explained, yes, it's got viruses on it. He took some of them off, but he said it did not fix the problem. And I asked him why and how does it get these viruses on it, and he says, a lot of times when you're downloading something, you don't read everything, and you just go through there and click next, 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 next. And that's what does it, because a lot of times if you don't read what it has in there, some of what's in there is telling you, if you would read it, it's telling you that it opens up a lot of doors to just let a lot of other stuff flow in, which brings in viruses and stuff and messes up the computer. And if you would read that, then you would know you do not need to do that and don't do it. You need to click, I guess, those different, uncheck those things or whatever, so that it won't open up all that stuff and do that. And I never do, because I never really understand it. And I thought every time you downloaded something anyway, that you didn't really have to. I mean, that's the way my girls have been doing it and stuff like that. And you just click, 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 next, 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 and go on and download it, and it's done with, and everything's fine. No. But it was something. A box had come up and said I needed to update something. So I'd asked Katie about it, my youngest daughter, and she's the computer expert in the family, and I'm always asking her questions about it, but she's always getting mad at me because I ask her so much about it. She'll say, remember this stuff, write this stuff down. And I've even wrote the stuff down before, because she's even told me, she said, you wrote this down before, but I don't remember that I write it down. I don't remember where I wrote it down. So writing things down does not help me one bit. And I've told her that, but she does not understand. She still fusses at me about it and gets aggravated. And so then that frustrates me, because they get mad at me when I ask them for help and need help. And a lot of times they don't help me. They just stomp off. And it just, I hate it. But anyway, I wish there was free classes, because I don't have the money to afford to go to a high-priced class to learn about computers, not the internet. I know all about the internet. I know how to do things on Facebook. I know how to deal with my email. I know how to deal things on YouTube and on Pinterest, and just, I know how to search stuff. I know all about the internet part of it. The computer. Yeah, I know the basics. I know how to turn it on. I know how to use the mouse or this thing right here to move the cursor. Excuse me. I know how to click on things. Some things you have to double click. Some things you just single click. And just this and that and the other to work it in that way. The basics. But the technical part of the computer, the stuff that pops up, the updates, the downloads that it needs to help the computer to run right, and all this kind of stuff. I know nothing whatsoever about it, and I need to know, but I don't even know if a class would help me, because this mind is stupid. I can read something. Katie will tell me, she'll say, read it, Mama. Well, I do. I sit right there and read it. But I do not understand it, and still after I've read it, I do not know what to do. And I've told her that, but she don't understand, and she don't care, and, oh well, with glitter sticks with Mama, you know? Anyway, I'm sorry. I get aggravated about it, and so I'm just vlogging. I'm letting out my stress. What do they call it? There's another word for it. I'm venting. That's it. I'm venting to y'all. Sorry for the vent, but I had to vent. Okay. Now we're off of that. Oh, I ain't through that story. Shoot. So anyway, the guy at Best Buy had told me I was going to have to pay $280-something for him to fix it back just like it was new when I got it, which is what I had to do, was supposed to do with my little laptop too, but I ended up getting the new one, which was this one. But anyway, so I was going to save up the money to do that, because he also said that with that would give me 2 years of free help. Once they did that and I paid the $200 for 2 years, anything that came up that I didn't know or understand popped up, I needed to ask questions. I could call them, or I could come in and bring it in, and they would show me and help me. And the way I am, and the way I'm dumb and don't know and understand things, that sounded heavenly to me. That's something I need. But my husband said $280-something, that's about what you paid for the laptop when you got it brand new. So it's like you're buying another laptop or whatever. And I said, but it gives me 2 years of that help. But he said, it ain't really what you think it is or what they make it out to be. Anyway, so, but I was going to save it up anyway, because that's what I wanted to do. So I started saving money. But then he got to saying, let's just do this. Let's see if we can look up and figure out how to do it and reset it back to the normal ourselves. So I said, whatever. So I did, or he did. I let him do it, and he searched it, and he found a video on YouTube to watch, and he watched it. He watched it on his, and he would pause it, and he did exactly what they said on mine, and he fixed it for free. So it's like I got a brand new computer again. All the viruses gone, it's all fixed. So my laptop is fixed, so I'm happy about that, but I don't have that 2 years of free help. Things is still going to pop up. I'm still not going to understand it. I'm still not going to know what to do. So it'll get a virus again, and we'll be right back to where we was at again. That's how I always am. I'm sorry. Can't help it. I wish I was smart. I wish I knew about stuff like that. But I will anyway. Okay. Let's get off of that. I'm marking off my stories. Here, I got 10 little stories I was going to tell y'all, so this is going to be a long video because I just told one and you see how long it took me to do that. Okay. So that's why I have not been doing all of my videos and not been doing them on time on the days they need to be done. So that's why I am Wednesday doing a Monday's vlog video. But I'm also, when I get through making this one, I'm going to make my Tuesdays that was supposed to be up yesterday, of the week video where I ask the questions and tell the quotes and, you know, have the thought word and the opinions and stuff like that. And then I'm going to put both of them up today. And then this is Wednesday, so this is crafting video day. So I have a haul video to make when I get home, when I get off work today. I'm here at the baby's house. By the way, they're upstairs in their room, laying down on their beds and watching cartoons and playing DS and playing toys and drinking cups of juice and just chilling out. And they're quiet and they're content and happy. I can hear them good. If they need anything, they holler down and let me know. I hear them. I'll go check on them. So, I'm doing a video. And, so when I get off work today, I had to think about where I was at and what I was trying to say. And go home, sometimes tonight, probably after church, because we have church tonight, I will do my haul video and put it on YouTube. Awesome. Okay. There you go. So, I got some things I wanted to tell you about. Now, this is stuff that's happened recently in the past, you know, like last week, maybe even the week before or whatever. I'm not going to remember the exact order to tell them in. I'm just going to tell them. I'm going to tell them the way I got them wrote down. Alright, Monday when I was here, and I kept the kids. Tookie, it was so funny. Okay, I got here that morning, and their mom and dad left. And the boys were upstairs in their room watching a cartoon. And drinking their cups of chocolate milk that their mom and dad always fix them first thing every morning before they eat breakfast and all that. So anyway, hold tight. Okay, I'm ready. And I just splattered on my screen. So, after they left, I went up there to check on them. And they were fine. They were laying there and watching their cartoons. And Tookie was so content in the cartoon. And he had his cup in his mouth and he was just sucking on it. Laying back there. So I bent down and I checked his diaper. And he was soggy. So I changed his diaper. I just done it right there. I just bent down over him and changed his diaper. And it was like he didn't even realize I'd changed his diaper because he just laid still and laid right there and continued to watch cartoons while I changed him. And that's not normally how I change him. I normally put him up on the couch and sit beside him, or the bed, and sit beside him a higher bed, which would be their mom and dad's bed, because all their mattresses is just on the floor. You've seen it. And put him on the couch, lay him on the couch or a bed or whatever, and change his diaper that way. So I kind of felt like that maybe I didn't fix the diaper just the way I normally always do, just right, just comfortable, tight enough, or whatever. So, I came back downstairs for a few minutes to do something. Don't even remember what I was doing, but anyway, I went back up. And when I went back up, Tookie was setting up. The bed he was on was a big, full mattress, flat mattress. Okay, then they have a big, tall, thick baby bed mattress that's right against the wall. He was sitting on that with his feet on the floor. And he was playing with a little truck or a little tractor or whatever it was. And watching cartoons. No big deal. So, I just stood there for a minute and was watching them. And then I looked down on the bed, the big bed, the flat bed that he had been on. And there was a diaper laying there. And I thought, did I not throw that diaper away that I took off him? So I picked it up. That's what I thought had happened. I picked it up, I wadded it up, and I threw it away. But then I thought, now that diaper did not feel wet, it felt dry. So I looked back at Tookie. And he was sitting there, and his shirt was down, and you couldn't see anything. But I got to looking, I studied him for a minute, looked real close, and I got to noticing it looks different, it looks funny. I'm not seeing a diaper peeking out from under his shirt. You know, it was kind of high up on the side of his thigh leg part, and I should have seen a little bit of diaper there, you know, but I didn't. So, I said, Tookie. And I walked over there and I picked his shirt up, and sure enough, he didn't have a diaper on. Sitting there as naked as a jaybird. And this is the baby, you know, the 2-year-old. So I said, I thought that diaper was dry. So I pulled it out of the garbage can, and it was the one I had put on him before. That I must have not have got on him good, because it came off, or he took it off. I think he took it off, because you wait till you hear the rest of this story. Alright, so I get him and I lay him down and I put the diaper back on him and fix it back on him again. Alright, so later in the day, okay, this is after we've come downstairs, all of us, and we've done things, other things and all, and then they wanted to go back up and watch cartoons, so we got him up there and we got him fixed. Settled back, laid back on his bed, and watching cartoons, and I just stood there and watched him for a few minutes. And he reached down. Now, I'm up high, so I'm going to have to do it up high. So play like this is the waist of the baby, where the diaper top would come to. Alright, so he was laying there. You know, he was laid back, and he was drinking, and he was watching cartoons. And he just reached down, and he grabbed it, and pulled the tape off, and done like this. But he done it in a slow motion, kind of. Not in a rush. And I was standing there watching him, and I seen him do it. So as he done it, I said, Tookie. When I said that, he just as slow as he pulled it off. When I said, Tookie, he just went right back with it and put it back down. funny. I died out laughing because he knew what I was saying Tookie for. He was taking it off, and I said, Tookie, and he was just looking at the TV. He never moved. He never turned his head, never looked at me. He was just looking at the cartoons, and he had pulled it off, and I said, Tookie, and he just slowly goes back with it and puts it thing. He knew what I meant, and he knew he wasn't supposed to be taking it off, so he just closed it back up. It was so funny. He is a stinker. He's a mess. He is starting to get into all kind of stuff, take his diaper off, and he gets over here and opens his mama's pantry where the food is, and he starts plundering in it. The fish tank has doors under it. He'll open them and want to plunder in there. So he's starting to get into all kind of stuff. And let's see, seemed like I was going to say something else now. Oh yeah. Miss Tony comes. That's the lady that has to come once a week, and her day to come is on Wednesdays. And today's Wednesday, so she came today. And what it is, she comes and works with him. She stays an hour, works with him, plays with him. She brings toys in, different things. Markers and colors and paper, and she'll let him draw. She writes and draws with him. She brings puzzles. She brings other type little like shape toys that has holes that you put them in and different stuff like that, and works with him for a little bit. And she talks to him. She says the colors of the items. She says the shape of the items. She counts with him. She tries to get him, there's a hair or something on my tongue, to say the words and stuff like that. And like when he's drawing and writing, she'll go, 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 and she'll do it. She'll make fast little short lines, and she'll say, go, 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 go. And then one time she did it, and she went, boop, 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 boop. And he did it right after she did, and he made the sound, boop, 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 boop. So with her, oh boy, the garbage truck is out there. They're finally going to get that commode that they have out there in their ditch, an old commode that ever since they moved here, it's been out there. And they picking it up. They got one of them cranes. They're moving down to pick it up and put it in the back of the dump truck. Good. It'll finally be gone. And I ain't got to worry about how to park and where to park and not to park by it and blah, blah, blah. But they didn't get it. What do they think they're doing? Or maybe I didn't see it. I heard a big noise. Anyway, so he's doing good. And he's talking more. Now, I still think it's I can tell a little bit since she is mentioning it and bringing it to my attention. Before she started coming, the new lady, Miss Tony, to help Tookie, I would just think Tookie is not doing any better. Tookie is not learning new words and talking and saying new words. But since she's been coming, you know, at first, when she would say, he said such and such, I would think to myself, I wouldn't say nothing, but I'd think, no, he didn't no more say that than nothing, you know. But like today, so they gone, they must have got it all. I hope they got it all anyway. Today, she would, you know, bring it to my attention. She would say what he said. And I was paying more attention to something. Anyway, I could tell more that, yeah, what it is, it's mostly the sound, okay? He's not really actually saying the words plain, but the sound and tone of the words that she says, he copies that and makes that sound, that noise, so it sounds like he's trying to say the words at least. So that is better and an improvement. She says she's proud of him. She says she sees today was only the third day. Actually, the fourth for seeing him, because the first time she's seen him, she met with his mama. But the rest of the time it's been me, so 3 times with me, 4 altogether. So she says she's already seen a big improvement since she started seeing him. So he's doing good with her and talking more and saying more words. Okay, so let me mark that off. That was one of my stories. Now, the other day, okay, Monday was my day I was here. That was when Tookie took his diaper off. Alright, Tuesday is my day off. My daughters is supposed to come, but they didn't have to. One of them. Tuesday is Elizabeth's day, and Thursday is Katie's day. But this past Tuesday, yesterday, their grandma came and stayed with them. No, their mama. Their daddy's mama. So the girls didn't have to come, or Elizabeth didn't have to come. So then I'm back today, Wednesday, and tomorrow's my day off again, Thursday. So tomorrow is Katie's day, which she said something about she may let Elizabeth do it. Elizabeth's missing them. Katie don't miss them as much as Elizabeth does. Anyway, so, what was my point? I forgot. It left just like that. Oh, I looked down and read and noticed. So anyway, this Tuesday, neither one of my girls kept them. Mama was here to stay with them. So it was last week, and it was on Thursday because it was Katie's day. And she was keeping them. And she said Ian fell down their stairs. You know, it's an upstairs house. You've seen the stairs. She said Ian fell down the stairs. What it was, his pants was a little too long. They were at the top of the stairs. They were going to come down. And she usually walks in front and has Ian come down right behind her, so he's right next to her. So if he was to trip, she would be there and could catch him real quick. But Ian had gotten ahead of her and went ahead and started coming down. And she was trying to get Tookie, hold his hand, and help him down. And he goes slow, and he bumps, they call it. He'll sit down, and he'll scoot his butt down to the next step, and then his feet, and then scoot his butt down to the next step. And so he's slow and takes time, and you have to hold his hand while he's doing that and take steps and go slow. So, but she told Ian to wait up, but he didn't. Alright, his pants was too long, and he had stepped on the bottom of them. And when he went to pick up one foot to do the next step, that foot was the pants his other foot was stepping on, so he couldn't get his foot up, so it made him trip. She said he went down on his knees, okay? So, and he was bumping down the stairs on his knees, and then right when he got close to the bottom, she said he tumbled and flipped over like this, over and over on his head. And they keep a big pile of shoes on the floor at the foot of the steps. It's right by the door. Okay, I'm coming. And he flipped down and landed in the pile of shoes. So he cried, he screamed, but he was okay. And he had a knot, and she told Michaela about it. She texted her, and that's to her mama, and told her about it. And she said, just keep an eye on him and let her know. And she thinks he'd be fine. He's got to go. I got to go upstairs and let him out. I'm going to have to stop this video and restart it and hook it together. Sorry. But now I know how to do that. So, alright. Hang on.